2016, you have to have a website. Great, however, you may not have a whole lot of money to start out with paid search, and it's like, look, I just want to make sure like I'm appearing in the search engines. So this is where you'll hear the term SEO, search engine optimization. And what you're doing is you want to make sure that your website, one, can be seen by the search engines, and that they can see the content on there, and that they rank you fairly highly. So what goes in to making sure that your site appears at the top? And the number one thing, which a lot of people don't like to hear, is you have to have great content. That's what Google, they're the main search engine. There's also Bing. They really, really care about is great content that people want to share. And that means, so what does that mean? Great content. Google will judge great content by a lot of people are linking to your site. Let's say you have a wellness site, like you sell products that make you healthier, and you have a blog, and it's all about what simple things you can do to keep yourself healthier, like foods you shouldn't eat. And it's just like killer great stuff. It's not the same old, same old. So people are sharing your link. They're sharing it on Facebook. Their other bloggers are linking to it. When people see it, they're texting it, they're emailing it to people. Google takes all of that into account, and they're thinking, you know what? This must be such great content that people really want to see it. So they put it up higher in the search engines. Now I have to have a website, and I have to have Facebook and Twitter and Instagram and all this other stuff. And sometimes you do, but a lot of times you don't. Just to discuss social media some. One, we talked about LinkedIn. I don't care who you are, you need a LinkedIn company page, because people need to vet you and even see, are you a vet? Because that works well. Like if other people are just like, how do I know that this person really is? You should have a great LinkedIn profile, LinkedIn company page. Like, should you have a Facebook company page? And I'm going to say maybe. Here's why. You can say, hey, once again, it's not Field of Dreams. Just because you build a Facebook page, company page, doesn't mean it will, lots of people will come. In fact, Facebook now, if you want people who like your page to get your updates, you have to pay for it. It's called boosting. So you really need to think about this. This doesn't mean if you have a personal Facebook page that you shouldn't be letting everyone know when you're coming out with your business, when you have a new product. I mean, you should absolutely let people in your social circles know about that. But a Facebook company page, it's not you, it's your company, which will be writing stuff. Here's why I say, like, caution Will Robinson, because one, a lot of people build it and then they never put anything there. They're crickets. Like, there is nothing as sad as going to a Facebook page and you see the last update was June 3rd, 2013. Sad. So unless, and then you might like once every 2 months put an update, worth the effort. You have to commit to it. If you want to have a Facebook page, and you really are going to have to think, well, what's the content going to go up there? Who's going to be answering questions? Because most entrepreneurs I know, they're like, I'm too busy, I don't have time to go back and do that. So really think Facebook can be good, but a lot of times it's good to get your brand out there, and you have to put in a lot of time, and your time is worth money. So you need to think about that. Twitter, I have to tell you, all my clients are like, I gotta have Twitter too. It's like, why? Why do you have to have Twitter? And they're like, cause. I go, I'm waiting. Like, I'm just telling you, I used to take money from people. Okay, we'll set up your Twitter page. Okay, we'll tweet all this stuff. And once again, it's like an echo chamber. You're just talking to certain, the people kind of already following you and your friends. I'm not saying for some products like that where the brand and the cachet is very important, but if you really, like for every dollar you spend, for every 15 minutes, like really matters to you, I don't think that payoff for time and effort for tweeting, like, hey, we got a new blog post. It's like, hey, so what? That people are gonna care that much. Once again, there are exceptions. When you are first getting up to speed, you need your website, once again, to be in good shape. You need it to be super mobile friendly. Thinking about that, you need to be. Here's something you should think about: email. An email where then you can send out updates with information people care about. That can be really effective. Like when you have a new product, when you have a new, something new you've made and you want to get it out, then that can be really effective. So think about an email list. As for putting a ton of time into Twitter, Instagram, once again, I think that this is something that you don't have time for in the early things, and it might be kind of fun, but as for ROI, return on investment, I don't know how much you'll be getting. It's like, oh, Obama did all this great stuff for social media, that's how he got like all this funding. It wasn't. I know people like that actually worked that. It was email. Like they just sent email out to the right folks who had signed up with them. Same in 2012, and Bernie Sanders and Hillary Clinton, it's email is still what's working. So this is kind of between social media and the website is, if you do have an email list, and this has to be, everyone has to be cool with it. Do not buy list. Never, ever, ever buy list. But if you have on your website, like sign up for our newsletter, our email will give you a 5% discount on your first purchase. Or here's the other thing I would tell everyone: when you do see the URL that you want to buy, and you, now I know these gals would be very reputable, but some web designers just say, I'll buy the URL for you. Or sometimes people, you're just too lazy. I don't have time to get the URL. You go buy it for me. They technically own the URL. You don't own the URL. And then it's a pain in the tuchus to have to then like negotiate with the webmaster when like you're taking it over. Like, because we've had to do this. Hey, be nice, please. Please give it to the client. Yes, someone is doing your AdWords account, make sure you own the account. That's what we always do. Like, it might seem easier, oh, can you just take care of it? Like, no, you need to own the account. So if you decide to leave them, it's not hostage. And also, you need to, don't let them charge you by how much they spend, like that they're gonna take a percentage of it, because then it's only in their interest to spend as much of your money as possible. And it should be a flat fee. It should be definitely a flat fee. And so, and it should be very clear. We don't want to spend more than X dollars per phone call or per form filled out.